Hi, I'm here with our last week's champion, Dan Brooks. We're going to be commentating the Quarantine Cup. We're starting with this Lundy versus Sammy match. Let's see if they start.
All right, hello, and let's get going. Good to be here.
Okay, so it looks like on this board, there are a couple decent attacks with Witch and Minion.
Yeah.
The
Well,
short.
one of the big things is that there's no way to trash the curses from Witch, so you definitely need to play with Witch. The only plus buy is going to come from Cavalry, so you probably don't need to hit much more than 8.
Yeah.
I don't think the pirate chip is going to be good because you can always go for minion, and trashing the copper helps.
Yeah. I feel like they're also going to be like. I also not sure they even need the silver that badly with like plaza and everything, because well, I guess maybe it kind of helps, but I don't think it's that necessary with no trashing.
Yeah. Like I think so Sammy opens silver and then pursue settlers, which is kind of cool. I think they want to hit 5 to get a couple of witches. And then it's not after that it's not entirely clear to me. You could go minion. I think you could even go like just plaza and witches and skip minion. Plaza is also kind of nice with settlers. You can like discard a copper and then pick it back up.
Yeah, I think that is probably going to be a good strategy here.
Okay, so it looks like they've been buying a lot of pursues. CME got a witch on. They both bought a witch on 4, and then Sierra Lundy bought a second witch on turn 5. But it looks like Sammy has done a good job cycling and has given out the first 2 curses.
Yeah, so I feel like that might hurt CR Lundy a lot, because
For sure. Okay, Sierra Lundy has 6.
Yeah. And Sammy just gained his first curse.
Yep. Yeah, like roughly, like in a game like this, you know you can tell the curse count from the VP counter, and I think if you win the curse count 6-4, you're gonna have a pretty significant advantage going into greening.
Yeah.
So Sammy triggers that shuffle. It's not a good shuffle. He probably needs to pursue at least once.
Yeah, that would be smart for him.
It's 4 copper, 2 estates, and something else.
Okay, so he takes a pursue there.
It's a cavalry was the last card. Okay, so Sierra Lundy. Oh, Sierra Lundy summoned a plaza, which is really nice. Six.
see.
Goes for cavalry.
I guess we'll see what he does now. Okay, so he summons another plaza.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense because he doesn't have a village in hand.
Yeah, that.
Actually, these cavalries are looking kind of nice. Like if you summon for actions or you pick up some plazas, they sort of let you. They're almost like an event. They let you they have an effect immediately on gain. You don't need to wait to draw them.
Yeah, that will probably be very helpful this game since they're gonna have a lot of junk in their decks.
Yeah, I kind of think if you add enough plazas and witches and minions and cavalry, especially with the coin tokens, I feel like eventually, even with 5 curses, your deck is going to be good enough to hit 8, and that's really all you can do on this board. There's not like the best possible turn is like maybe hit 8, and then maybe you can minion attack, gain a couple coin tokens, gain a couple horses maybe, but it's hit 8 and maybe make your deck just a little bit better. And so far, it's looking pretty close. Sammy is winning the curse split by 1. Looks like Sierra Lundy is going to even it out here.
Yeah, I think Sierra Lundy might even more than even it out.
All right, so now if Sammy can find a witch, it's going to be a 5/5 curse split, which will lead to a pretty even greening stage.
Yeah, I'd say right now, Sierra Lundy should probably take a minion here and try to so he can attack Sammy later in the game.
Yeah, I certainly don't mind minion. I could see him skipping it potentially.
Okay.
Wandering Winder summon. John's summon too. Let's see.
Okay.
Summons a plaza. Okay, makes sense. Okay, you heard it here first. Wandering Winder is a madman.
Yep.
Oh, he wants a merchant ship. Wow. Merchant ship is actually not bad. If the goal is hitting 8, merchant ship does that pretty well.
Yeah. It would not be my first choice here.
My only problem with merchant ship is that if you buy a merchant ship, then you need to babysit it a little bit to make sure that you have the actions for it. But yeah, I don't mind it too much. I think everything's pretty close.
Yeah, that is pretty good.
Wandering Winder likes gold. Wait, Sammy lost the curse split. How did that happen? Did Sammy just not find a witch? Oh, wow. Not paying attention as a commentator. Okay. Sammy missed a witch. Okay, that means that Sammy is actually in a good bit of trouble. Not only does he need to make up a 2-point deficit, which is almost a full duchy, but he has 2 extra junk cards. Wandering Winder is suggesting that Sammy could have bought a cav to try and get that last garrison. And if certainly it's worth it to buy a cavalry if you know it's gonna give your opponent the last curse.
Yeah, that would probably be a good move.
So piles are starting to get a little bit low. There's 3 plazas and 3 cavalries left.
Yeah.
It's a single buy board. Cavalries don't actually cost to buy, so it's like 3 turns to pile out.
Yeah. So I think they should probably be focusing on getting a little money in their deck so they can consistently hit 8.
I think Wandering Winder would love it if they put some money in their deck so that they could hit 8. Yeah, like I would be happy with money in these decks. Yeah, like I don't think that they're ever going to like. So you're not going to consistently hit 8, but like Sierra Lundy could do something like add a gold, like get his average coins up to around 8. And then instead of like buying province on the first 8, maybe take a coin token, get a second gold, and then just slam green. I think the coin tokens from Plaza definitely help stabilize greening.
Yeah, that is will definitely help them.
Yeah, and the problem with the cantrip type cards, as chat is saying, is that like if you don't have good cards to draw, like you know, like if you play a Plaza and you draw a curse or you draw a copper, like it's just not that good. Whereas like if you add like a gold to your deck and then you start drawing the gold, it's much better.
Yeah. That would definitely. I think that either one of them could do that.
But what's interesting is maybe Sam has a fighting shot now because it's turn 15 and no one has touched gold or province or duchy or anything. So it's not clear to me where the game goes from this state.
Yeah, I'd say Sam should probably just like start getting money and greening fast so he has a chance. But I think that curse split will gives Corlendi like a jump start on this.
For sure. Definitely after winning the curse split 6-4, Sierra Lundy is hugely favored. I think sometimes I like to call this spinning, where you basically just like play a bunch of actions and maybe you accomplish something and maybe you don't, or like you're not gaining provinces or anything. Like you're just like playing a bunch of actions.
Yeah, they're definitely doing that.
Definitely spinning.
Well, Sierra Lundy just took his first province.
And that's going to be hard for Sam to overcome because Sam's 8 points back now with the junk card. So Sam will need like multiple turns of greening to get back to point parity.
Yeah, like at this point, I'd say Sam's only chance is like if the shuffler is helpful to him.
Yeah, or like, you know, another way that Sam could like win this is if Sierra Lundy decides to play a fancy deck and Sam just like, you know, takes provinces. Like that happens in my games quite a bit. So like but this is where it gets scary because Sierra Lundy is hitting 8 and that's what you need to do. Wait, did Sierra Lundy buy a cavalry? What on earth? So one thing that's nice about that actually is that Sierra Lundy can summon Plaza and then has a undefendable win buying Plaza next turn. Undefendable. Yeah. So it's So when I say undefendable, I mean that there's nothing that Sammy can do to stop the double Plaza thing.
Yeah.
But Lundy does need to hit 4 with 0 coin tokens, which is not trivial, especially because I believe that Lundy only has 1 copper and 14 cards. So maybe that's a little bit dicey.
Yeah.
What is in those 14 cards?
Um.
It's probably a ton of horses, I hope.
Well, I guess he just got rid of 2 estates and a copper from those cards.
Yeah.
Well, now it really. Well, now I guess it would have depended on what he drew with those horses.
John says, well, surely province is better than just a cavalry. Yeah. Like, I think that this is what Sammy has to hope for. Sammy has to hope that Sierra Lundy gets that pursue and summon and all these things are alluring, and horses and Sierra Lundy just doesn't score somehow. I think that's Sammy's best shot.
Yeah. Well, I guess Sammy will be able to take a province here.
It's looking like it. Yeah, he has it in hand, spending coin tokens.
Yeah.
Already.
And I guess it also depends on what he draws.
Yeah, if I'm Sammy, I'm also thinking about hanging on to horses. Another thing to keep in mind is that Quarantine Cup is also like time matters. There's only 2 hours of play, so given a bit more time, it's very possible that the players would find different moves.
Yeah. So
Sammy is basically forced to take province here.
Yeah, that is definitely true.
And now we have a game again because he takes Plaza. Sammy will score. So Sierra Lundy is no longer threatening a win. So we're gonna get a 20-something turn game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that doesn't happen too often in the Quarantine Cup.
Yeah. And this is looking goes for Summon Plaza. Wow. Okay. So now Sammy just scores. Oh, this is awesome for Sammy.
Yeah.
Because Sammy provinces, and then if Sierra Lundy misses province, then Sammy just takes the Plaza. Wow. Yeah. So so Sierra Lundy has to province here, or else Sammy has a win on Plaza.
Yeah. And now, well, I guess Sammy would still have to find 2 more coins in his deck, but he has enough horses that I don't think that will be a problem for him.
Yeah, I don't think that's well, there's 11 horses out right now. I don't think to hit province, but certainly just the fact that Sammy, if Sammy hits 8, he wins here. Wow.
No, if Sammy just has to hit 4 now.
Oh, hit 4. Sammy should be able to hit 4 with the.
I think you disappeared.
Am I still here?
Yeah, now you're back. Wait, no, now you're gone again.
Now that I exist. Oh no, I just wasn't talking for a second.
Okay, I just wasn't sure. Okay, so Sammy takes the win.
All right. Those witch games are so easy to misplay. see.
It looks like, well, I guess. Well, I guess it looks like, from what I think Apo is looking for an opponent right now. I'm not totally sure. Great. Okay, so I'm at Apo's table. We'll see who joins it. Nope, it doesn't. Okay. Okay, so CR Lundy just started this game with Maria. We can watch it. I think Dan might have disappeared again. Or at least I can't hear him. Okay. So it looks like this board, so there isn't a whole lot of actions here. So that will be a little interesting. Yeah, so okay, I'm not totally sure what was going on with Dan. So anyway, yeah, so you'd probably want to take a barge here. I'm not totally sure about the second barge on turn 7, as you can only play one terminal. But we'll see what that is. I still can't. Okay. Okay, can people hear me now? I'm not.
We can hear you.
Okay, yeah, I just wasn't sure because, like, I was the only person who couldn't hear you, and then but now I can hear you.
Yeah, I'm on my on the new mic now that is kind of quiet. So if I need to speak up, chat, Rosie Roz, just yell at me to speak up.
Okay, yep, I can do that.
So it looks like. Yeah, so it looks like they're playing, barge, butcher, treasure, things.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to the old mic.
Okay, so it looks like Corlande takes a gold here. Well, I guess I can see why you do that. Okay. It looks like they're doing a lot with scheme here. Well, I guess is it.
Yeah, and Wandering Winder is saying that Beggar Tower is too slow, which is what I was wondering about.
Yeah, I can definitely see how that would cause problems for them.
I guess you need to play 15 beggars, which is a lot of beggars.
Yeah.
Yeah, that probably. I want it to work. We all want it to work, but I don't think it's going to work.
Yeah, that I doubt you could to do that. In theory, it would work, but the chances of it actually happening are very low.
Yeah, like I think I oh interesting. You can you can actually have one beggar and 10 schemes and just like scheme the beggar to the top every turn. Oh man, that's really funny. Um, yeah, but that I think one thing here is that Butcher is just really good in province decks because you can trash province, gain 2 coin tokens, which is really nice.
Yeah, that would definitely be good.
Okay, well, back to the game. So no green has been bought. Bunch of schemes out.
Yeah. It looks like now they are taking some gold. I'm not totally sure. Like, I guess I'm not totally sure how that works because, like, you can only really get free buys per turn with only without any villages. And I guess you probably wouldn't want to take free buys on one turn because then you would just have to draw with barge and not have any more actions.
Oh, right. Yeah, actually, the way barge works.
Yeah, the way I would do barge here is just always duration it.
That makes sense. Yeah, and that's a good point that you're only ever gonna get an 8-card hand in Equilibrium, or a 7-card hand if you duration the barge. Huh. But one thing that's nice is that on the last turn, you can play both barges, and then with bank, maybe you can hit a double or triple province.
Yeah, that you can do that. The question is, will they be willing to take the risk? But so I guess they'll want to build some really good decks to be willing to do that. I feel like with all those schemes, the chances of you're trying to a bunch of schemes with your barge are kind of high.
Yeah, I suppose the schemes do mean that you'll always have the barges when you need them, which is nice.
Yeah, but I probably wouldn't have gotten quite as many schemes because it means that now, like with barge, if you just draw free schemes with barge, when you're not durationing it, it's kind of your turn is over basically.
Yeah, I think the schemes are kind of similar to like mills. Okay. Elemental Mario might win. Nope, just single.
Okay.
Wow. Well, back to the game. Piles are getting pretty low. Only 2 provinces left.
Yeah, so I guess if CR Lundy can double this turn,
he can almost double.
Yeah, almost double. Well, I guess he can do a province duchy, but that's it.
He might have to. Yeah, this is gonna be this is a really tough spot for Sierra Lundy because I don't see how he doubles next turn.
Yeah. Okay.
So he is threatening a double, but Mario should be able to double pretty easily. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like especially since Sierra Lundy is player 2, it probably would have made more sense for him to have just taken a province and hoped to he could have, like, if he had taken a province, then maybe he could then hopeful and hoped that the game would end in a tie.
Yeah. So just moving forward, Titan Drake and A Moffat just started.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. They're on the last board. The main thing is, like, I want to be the one with the last turn, so I want to, like, so I want to be drawing with my barges as long as possible, and like having a double or triple last turn.
Okay, so back to this current game.
This game,
it looks like they can. Looks like there's lots of draw here with Destrier and Hunting Party. Wait, what's the mouse? Well, I guess
Mouse's Caravan Guard. Oh, they're going Lurker.
Yeah, so they're going Lurker. Their livery. I think right now. So Ammo.
Yeah.
So Ammo takes a third Lurker. Feel like
Because the cute thing with Lurker is, because of Mouse, it's Caravan Guard at worst. Which is nice. So if you draw 2 Lurkers, you can gain, a 5 or 6. If you only draw 1, it's Caravan Guard. So Lurkers are fun. Wow, they're playing fast.
Yeah. This is like almost as fast as Blitz.
Yeah. Actually, sometimes people do play Quarantine Cup with the Blitz timer on. Like, I've seen a game or two.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we actually have, for short periods of time, considered adding a timer, but we don't really want to require people to use the extension.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think if and when there's a timer implemented in the client, it becomes much easier to require that in tournaments.
Yeah.
So I think, like, later on, I think I like having a stack of liveries in play.
Yeah.
Early on, I guess Altar is the only trashing, so you definitely need a couple of those.
Yeah. I don't really like that Snowy Village that Ammo took. I feel like that's just, it might going to get in the way with all that draw around.
Yeah. Like, you can definitely run into a situation with Snowy Village where you play Snowy Village, you draw, like, a cantrip like a horse or a hunting party, and then you can't play any more actions. But if you draw the hunting party first, or draw, or have hunting party and Snowy Village in your opening hand, then it does give a lot of actions, which is nice.
Yeah, I still would think it's a little risky.
Where did Amoffic get the action from without playing the Snowy Village? Played Cursed Village first. Okay.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah.
Oh. Okay, my dog wants to come commentate.
Yep.
Hey. You okay? I tried letting him bark on the last recording, but he didn't show up very well.
Yeah. My dog insists on doing all of her barking downstairs.
All right. Yeah, and this guy visits on the weekends usually. He actually lives with family, and just turns out that when he visits happens to overlap with Quarantine Cup and other matches.
Oh. So back to the game, it looks like they're taking a lot of cursed villages.
Yeah, Cursed Village makes sense because, like, the only villages are, like, cursed and snowy. Paddocks will... I think there's going to be a shift going on soon where paddocks become non-terminal, and a bunch of those will come into play.
Yeah, I am pretty sure that will happen.
Although, actually, Mouse makes over-terminaling less bad because then you have a bunch of caravan guards.
Yeah, so... with Mouse, I'd say it might have made sense to get a paddock earlier in the game.
Yeah, it looks like they're really hammering those cursed villages, which makes some sense. Like, you can play kind of a draw to X thing with Cursed Village and Lurker.
Yeah, I feel like if they're going to take all these cursed villages, I probably would have, like, taken, like, more terminals than they did.
So in chat, Wandering Winder says, Livery at 8, Paddock at 10, Cursed Village at 2 is not at all how I want to play this. I can see that. So piles are getting low. Amoff takes a province. I think that's a little bit elective.
Yeah.
Like, you could go double island or something there.
Yeah, that would have been better.
Wandering Winder said province is diluted, so it is kind of a forced province.
So yeah, I guess maybe go for gold there, but yeah, the province, that makes more sense once it's diluted.
Yeah. Otherwise, I think something like double island is double island feels pretty good to me too.
Yeah.
But piles are definitely getting low. Like, lurkers can lower. There's just 2 lurkers left. 7 islands.
Yeah. Amoff has a pretty significant points lead.
Wandering Winder wants more horses.
Yeah, I think more paddocks would make a lot of sense here especially now that cursed villages are empty, and so it's non-terminal.
Yeah, paddock is just straight up a really good card when it gives plus action. So Amoff is going to hit 17, which is... Sorry, Titan Drake is going to hit 17, which is pretty healthy.
Okay, so...
Double province is simple.
Yeah, and then just takes some destrier, and then just takes a few destriers. Yeah.
Oh, and 2 destriers, cool. Yeah, livery actually really helps buying the destriers.
Yeah, definitely.
So Amoff Oh, Willie dead. Oh, so close. There we go.
Okay, so
Amoff draws all but 2, takes a province.
So I think here it's just a question of who will get who will get to the who will just finish off the provinces.
Yeah, it looks like the players are electing to hammer provinces. I don't think there's much room to build, but I think you could like you could do stuff like this and squeeze out like an extra island. And
yeah,
I think you like if you had taken the paddocks a bit earlier, I think you could even like have a stack of paddocks.
Yeah, that probably would have been smart for them.
But if you do choose to play super fast, then like taking points simplifies. So if you like, you know, taking a few provinces in a blitz-like game, you know, like you're not gonna, like at the very least, you're not gonna lose to an easy pile out, or you'll defend pile outs to the extent possible.
Yeah.
But A. Moffat apparently missed a free destrier on his province turn. So wait.
Oh,
I wonder if is there a world in which Titan Drake wins this turn? It's probably pretty hard. Like I guess if he gained. I wouldn't be surprised if Titan Drake had to win if he had like used his altars to gain 2 lurkers and then lower islands and buy like island province, like, or just I guess he'd only need like island duchy or something, or island. I don't know. So it's looking. I think if it was on puzzles or something, I think there's a chance that you could win as Titan Drake this turn, but it's not obvious, and it might not be deterministic.
Yeah. Well, I guess Titan Drake has a win here, it looks like. Or maybe. Oh no, sorry. I misread the number on destriers, so maybe not.
Yeah, he's going to be limited by buys right now. Wait.
Yeah, I guess here you just.
Yeah, I don't get why I didn't play province. I didn't play snowy, but double province, double destrier, maybe.
Yeah.
Wait. He just gave up 2 free destriers.
Yeah.
Oh no. He's getting A. Moffat back for missing a free one by missing 2.
Yeah. I feel like, well, this is the Quarantine Cup. They should be paying and at least be playing slow enough to like not miss things like free destriers.
Like having labs in your deck generally increases your win rate. Just saying. I don't think that Amo's deck is good enough to reliably win in this spot.
Yeah.
I think Titan Drake has been in 16 coin territory for the past 3 or 4 turns, so I wouldn't be surprised if Titan Drake just wins here.
Yeah, that is probably going to happen.
Oh, and Titan Drake can also can also do lurkers and islands. That's probably the easiest way for him to win, actually.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how if he draws enough lurkers.
Yeah,
So,
and it's looking pretty textbook from here.
yeah, I'd say try to draw some lurkers and pile out those islands.
For sure. Just needs one more coin or a lurker. There it is.
Yeah, P. So Titan Drake has a win here, it looks like.
Let's see. Okay.
Okay, so Titan Drake won. So looks like the current results are the current standings are Mario at 15, Mick and Sam are Mick, Sammy, and Titan Drake are all at 10, and Apo at 7, and Cyrix at 5.
Yeah, so it's looking pretty close. Like you know, like 15 for first, you know, and like 7 for fourth. So it's pretty close. Let's see. See, I'm looking for a good game to commentate.
It looks like
Elemental Mario is in a game that's fairly that's like they're already provincing, but we could try that.
Yeah, wait, have PQR and Ammo played? No, okay. Time to make them. Okay.
It's on my headset.
So, well, I guess with
it looks like Ammo Sammy is starting.
Yeah, let's go watch that. I have no idea what those decks are.
So it looks like they're doing groom, shepherd, church things on.
So, so I think they're definitely going for shepherd and church.
Yeah, and like the decks end up kind of nice here because so groom is really good at gaining estates, which are worth points with pasture, and then shepherd gives you draw. Church helps like set aside all your green for shepherd.
Yeah,
and then traveling fair bank is actually like super nice payload because you can just like if you get like 5 banks, you're just making bank. So I think these decks are going to get really nice.
Yeah. I guess here they can just like, I'd say just like go for like green a lot and do shepherd.
Yeah. I think the main thing is that you really need your first shepherd to be good. So like if you're like if you start with 4 copper shepherd in hand and nothing else, like you're just probably gonna lose. So you need to make sure that you balance your churches and your estates and your shepherds and your banks and stuff. Dan, please. What am I doing? I said you? Oh. You're just making bank. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, it was a pretty bad one. Okay.
I guess. Wait, what did? This is weird. Did the game basically take you to like an end game screen suddenly?
No, it's on turn 7 for me. You can try rejoining.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
A. Moffat did have an uncharacteristic pause, so I don't know if something happened when that happened.
Anyway, I'm back in the game now. So it looks like
So one thing that's really scary here is that A. Moffat does not have a church down. So like A. Moffat's deck could sputter with bad draws over the next couple turns.
Yeah.
But Traveling Fairy lets him top deck Shepherd Estate. Wow, nice.
Yeah. Also, I'm also not totally sure where Amo is going with that Wandering Mistral. Like I don't see like a huge need for villages here when they're going to be taking estates with their grooms.
Yeah, like the Wandering Minstrel doesn't like. You probably don't need to. Like it at least draws a card back. Maybe if you want a groom that gains like if you want to gain 2 shepherds with groom, or like you want to groom gain shepherd, it lets you do something like that. It is a bit early, but I think you do want to get a minstrel. Like you probably want a minstrel eventually, or you could.
Yeah.
So Sam has his bank already. I think he knows that his top million cards of the deck are estate.
Yeah.
4 equals a million confirmed.
So I guess I'd say Sam should probably just like play the shepherd here on the pastry to try to get that green off the top of his deck.
I think you might actually just set aside the shepherds and get rid of the green that way.
Yeah, that was probably a better way to do it.
Yeah, Sam's drawing and has 3 banks, so
yeah.
think A. Moffat is gonna die pretty soon. Like,
Yeah.
each bank is at like 7 or 8 ish, so Sam
Oh.
will hit like 30 ish.
Yeah. Yeah. I think
So
as Sam, you'd probably want to like add some more spices to your deck for the, but I guess you can also use traveling fair.
stack of banks works pretty well. Although Sam is sputtering, this is a little bit scary. Because like you really want to keep drawing, and if Sam fails to draw, like if you fail to draw on one turn, you're more likely to fail to draw on the next turn. So this is scary.
Well, I guess I think Sam could probably just take the last two shepherds. I know he goes for all green.
And so greening here is actually kind of interesting because it's also draw.
Yeah.
So like he's taking points, but he's also helping us draw.
Yeah, and mostly I was just saying shepherd as ammo has a lot more green here, and so I was thinking shepherd to like mostly to take them out to make sure ammo doesn't get them.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I think denying's pretty dicey because largely because the game is pretty close to a 3 pile. Like you could go grooms, you could go churches, curses, and traveling fair means that you're never going to be buy limited. But it's looking like a nice dynamic endgame, which is cool.
Yeah. Okay, so ammo resigns.
And so in hand, Amo had a shepherd that was only drawing 2, so I don't think there's a way to get that hand above 5. So that could be justified for sure.
It looks like.
So in terms of standings, Elemental, Mario, and Mick are undefeated.
Okay. Right. Sammy and Mick just started playing.
All right. Should be a good one. Oh wow. Lots of things.
So yeah. So I feel like they're probably gonna wanna. Labyrinth points are probably gonna be easy for them with Inventor and Magpie and Horn of Plenty. I guess Magpie is the only real source of draw here, so they're probably going to want to be going for that.
Well, library is also really good, especially because if you don't get library, then militia hurts. So I think they have to draw with library, and probably Magpie too.
Yeah. And I guess.
And for payload, it's kind of choose your own adventure because you could play with Horn, you could play with Inventor, or you could go for Priest and Salvager.
Yeah, I'd say Salvager, and you could also do Salvager and Fortress.
Yeah, like Salvager Fortress. You could even Priest Fortress, and then Salvager Fortress a bunch. It's not immediately clear to me which of those is best or which combination of those is best. Why Salvager over Priest? Mostly for, I'm not sure if that's in the game or theoretically, but like plus buy can be useful.
Yeah. So it looks like Sam, they're starting to go for the blessed villages. So I guess they're not trying for the Salvager / priest and fortress combo.
Not yet. I imagine they want to get their estates out, probably many of their copper. You only need one fortress, like to salvage because it keeps coming back. Yeah, let's see. So it looks like Mick went priest, Sam goes salvager.
Mick just took an inventor. Yeah, I like that inventor. I guess Sam just took a fortress. So let's see what he tries to do with salvager and priest.
Wandering Winters on inventor. I guess that makes some sense.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah,
it's nice. It's nice early because you have like you know there's 8 of the 10 action cards on the board cost 4, so you sort of have your pick of whatever you want to gain.
And then I guess it will also like be very helpful later. I feel like inventor would really work well with salvager because like that's really the only way to do it since you would want buys. Well, I guess you could also do it with Horn of Plenty, kind of.
Yeah, I think that so this might not be your goal, but if you're trying to gain like if you're like racing to set up like a 6 or 7 province turn, I think that Horn is a pretty fast way to do that. But inventor gains mid-turn and works well with library. So if you're looking to just sort of like build big and then smash the piles, inventor is better at that.
And I guess Mick is also taking a points league with Labyrinth points.
Yeah. Like the decks here are going to be like really, really nice. So 6 points, like, don't get me wrong, like 6 points are nice, but like the decks are probably going to be able to take, many, many provinces at once. So it ends up being like a speed bump more than like like a roadblock.
Yeah. So I guess Sammy, you take.
Oh wow, he goes Earth's Gift, gains Blessed Village, which gets him a boon, which draws him a village for his library. Wow.
Yeah, nice. That was very clever. Like
that was fudge.
I honestly thought Sam was going to have a single terminal turn.
Yeah. And sometimes you just click on the prompts, they come up, and it works out, So now we can check the trashing situation. Okay, so it looks like Mick is... Oh, okay, they're tied, because Mick is trashed 2 estates and a copper. Interestingly, Sammy has actually skipped Magpie.
Yeah.
So Mick is gonna have access to the whole Magpie pile.
Well, I guess as of now, well, I guess Mick could theoretically empty the magpie pile this turn.
Yeah. I suppose magpies do like, if you have magpies in your deck, then Horn becomes a little bit easier to pick up. I think chat has kind of convinced me that Invent. But yeah, piles are starting to look like not yet, but in the next turn or two, people are going to be buying inventors, and villages, and stuff, and
Yeah, definitely.
pile outs are going to start to become a concern. And I think we have, so it's 2 hours of play. So I think we're at 66 minutes right now.
Yep. So just over the halfway point.
And it looks like Elemental Mario has moved to 5-0, so he'll likely make the top 4.
Yep, and then
Mick and Sammy are tied at 3-1.
Yep. So
the winner
will get to 17, and then the loser
will be in good shape. We'll move into second, and the loser will move into currently
tied with April for
fifth. And we need to fight to make it back to the top 4.
Yeah. Um.
15. Okay, so Sam's trying.
So I'd say here Sam could just maybe I wonder if it makes sense for Sam to just take a couple of
So
less
Sam's
villages.
going for the salvager thing.
Yep.
I'm not sure that I love it because you don't gain cards mid-turn. Like Mick's going for inventor, so Mick can go inventor, gain village.
Yeah.
Inventor, gain inventor, play village. Play inventor, gain inventor, play village, gain inventor. So I think Mick's strategy will build up a little bit faster.
But I guess they'll both work.
Sam needs to start adding gains. I agree with that.
Yeah.
See, testing. Okay, yeah. My audio is good.
Yep. I'd say Mick here.
Yeah, I think we might have lost Rosie Roz for a minute, but I will continue.
I was just saying that about you. Can you hear me?
Let's see. So Mick is emptying the magpies. Looks like, yeah. Played and gained inventor. You often want to over village at the start of turns.
Yeah, that would
and
work.
There's just 7 gains. If Mick gains Blast Village or something.
Yeah, that would work.
All right, and you are back.
Yeah.
So I think directly Sammy has, it looks like 3 salvagers, so that would be 4 buys. Forest Gift is gone. Earth's Gift is gone. Oh wow, Mick is aggressively lowering piles.
Yeah. I guess Mick almost has a pile at this turn. So I guess Mick could probably just like province here, and then Mick could probably like province Fortress, and then he would have an almost guaranteed win.
So this is currently exactly safe for Mick versus Sammy's gains. Okay.
So Mick goes to Fortress Inventor. Yeah, I
Really-
can see that.
Really tough spot for Sammy, because if Mick draws, he wins. Sammy can pile out for a loss. Doesn't even draw. Okay.
Well, I guess I'd say Sammy should probably just like go province silver here. Or not even take the silver. So now I guess Mick will have to add a duchy if he wants to pile out.
Mm-hmm. Which I think, let's see. So Mick has Salvager, Triple Inventor. So it should be pretty. So Mick needs to draw.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think if Mick draws, he basically has a win here.
Yep, absolutely. Okay, looking good. I would have tried to squeeze out those inventors before the Will-O-Wisp.
Yeah.
Looks like a pretty comfortable win for Mick, though. You do want to be a little bit careful, because you don't want to like halfway pile out and then like lose on the spot.
Yeah. I guess it was kind of sad how he took a scavenger with the fortress. Because now he can't trust the fortress anymore.
Yeah, with oh, this is actually interesting, because like, so he plays 3 inventors. Oh, he's a priest. Okay. I was gonna say that the coin situation is actually gonna be kind of close, because after 3 inventor plays, he still needs 3 coins to buy Fortress.
Yeah.
Duchy.
Yeah, well now,
Oh, he has silver too. Okay, so he has plenty of money.
okay, so Mick has a win here, it looks like.
That moves Mick into second, as far as I can tell.
Yep, and now Sam is, so it looks like now Mario is at 22, Titan Drake is at 15, Mick is at 17, Titan Drake at 15, Swordfish Trombone at 10, and Sam at 9.
Okay, it looks like Sammy might be playing Apo.
Okay, yep, let's go. Look at that. Okay, so they're at different.
They're
Wait,
probably
no,
both
they're
fine.
not. No, they've already played. So
Oh
they're
no!
so they're not going to be playing each other.
Last
Let's
week
see. Has Haka played either of them?
let's watch Haka.
Yeah. So
Okay, I think Haka is joining Sammy's.
okay.
Wow, looks like single. Oh no, there's Harold. Okay, so you can do stuff.
Yeah. So I guess Harold is the only village here, so they're going to want to be doing stuff with that. I guess replace is the only trashing and trade. I guess you replace and trader they can do for trashing.
And ambassador,
but
is
yeah,
like,
and ambassador. It's like
just like
basically trashing.
Not technically trashing, but maybe better than trashing.
Yeah. I'd
I'm
say
really curious how much they go for sheepdog. Because that's one of the newer cards, and it's you know, if you replace or trigger an ambassador, you can like play it mid-turn. But it is kind of tricky. So I'm really curious to see how much they play with it.
yeah. I guess also I'm curious to see if either of them go for Pizarra. That would probably be a good move for them, as it's also another village. I'm also curious to see if they go for Tormentor.
Yeah, I think on 5-2, Tormentor tends to be quite good. I think later on, like lighthouses are probably in play, so probably like the hexes probably won't hit very often.
Yeah, so it looks like they both opened Lighthouse, and then Sam took they both opened Ambassador. So wait, no. So they both opened with Ambassador, and then Sam took an Enchantress, and Haka took a Lighthouse.
Steph likes the lighthouse open. I think that makes sense. If you do get lucky with Enchantress and block their ambassador, it's killer. But you need to get pretty lucky for that.
Yeah. I'd say here they probably want to like build on some heralds, and so here probably build up some heralds and then play a bunch of enchantresses and ambassadors.
Yep, definitely Herald. And I think it's pretty like because of Lighthouse, in the long run, you're not really going to get junked by Ambassador, so you can. So eventually, you'll have like you will in the long run, you won't get Ambassador junked. Although Steph is saying that Haka is falling behind in the Ambassador tennis right now.
Yeah. Okay, so Steph wanted second ambassador for Haka. Yeah, I can understand that.
Yeah, like bottom decking ambassador, especially as player 2 is very sad.
Yeah. So I think that was just Haka getting a little unlucky.
Sammy is really humming along. you know, with Enchantress coming in, he's close to drawing deck already. Haka still has 10 cards to go.
Yeah. I guess we lost Dan.
Am I?
Okay.
Check.
Now you're back.
I'm back. I'm back.
Yeah.
So,
hope we
well,
lost.
Haka does have 3 heralds.
Yeah, so that will definitely help him. So Sam needs more heralds, I think.
Yeah, Sam's probably gonna. Well, gets one there.
Yeah, Sam also drew his deck this turn. That doesn't matter. That's nice, but it doesn't really matter that much. And say probably another herald for Sam here. Yeah.
Enchantress? What? Like Sam is like overdrawing with mid-turn gating and stuff, so
yeah.
so he can get away. So he can get away with a lot. But I'm a little surprised by Enchantress because it's really just the duration plus 2 cards against Lighthouse. Like Sam is gonna get to like replace. Is that and he still has an action left? Okay, so he gets to draw the gold, which is important. But Enchantress is a little bit confusing to me.
Yeah. I guess maybe he's hoping that Haka will fail to play a Lighthouse at some point. I guess.
Ooh,
Okay.
this is nice. This is nice.
So.
Oh no, but Harold hit Market Square. Like, so Sammy wanted to draw Market Square, replace something, and then gain a gold.
Yeah, so that is a little sad for Sammy. But well, now he has 6. I'm not totally sure what he's trying to. So he's skipping the replace. Not totally sure. Okay, so he takes 2 more Market Squares. I can get behind that. Makes more sense than an Enchantress. Okay, so Steph, that's now he. Yeah, I guess Steph is kind of right there.
2 miles instead of 3.
Yeah. Well, at least I guess Sam is still winning by 2 miles, as Steph said.
Yes.
But yeah, he could be doing better. Okay, so Sam takes some more heralds.
Yeah, like Sam's ahead by a full 3 gold. Is easily drawing.
Yeah. I might start. I'd say probably might want to start thinking about greening here. The piles are running kind of low.
Yeah, greening is like this is sort of a tricky board for greening because the Herald stack doesn't like having like provinces around, but like you kind of need them. Actually, replacing gold to province is pretty clean. So it's sort of a question of, do you prefer letting piles get low and then like killing the piles, or do you, build a nice deck and then try and empty the province pile?
Yeah. So I guess we'll see what they do.
See what Sammy wants to do.
So I guess. So Sam starts going for province.
That makes a lot of sense. Like, it's simple. It's like if you're Sammy and you take, several provinces, it's going to be pretty hard for Haka to come back from that.
So I'd say Sam could just start lowering some of the piles here. Well, I guess it looks like he's going for provinces instead.
Sheepdog, all right.
Yeah, I think he could even have benefited from taking the sheepdog earlier.
Yeah, I think sheepdog, like, and I haven't played a ton with sheepdog, but I am curious whether it works out as draw here with like replace an ambassador.
Yeah.
Oh, does sheepdog not work with ambassador? Whenever you gain a card, it does not work with ambassador. Okay. Ambassador does not help.
So I'd say Haka should maybe. So Haka takes the sheepdog there and starts provincing. I feel like that provinces might end up just helping. Okay, so Haka resigns. Yeah. There are 32 minutes left.
I think resigning is a good call there.
So it looks like right now it's Mario at 27, Mick at 19, Titan Drake at 15, Sam at 14, and Apo at 11. And I guess Swordfish Trombone is at 7, so could maybe make it.
Wow, 5th place is... Wow. Elemental Mario is killing it.
So it looks like
looks like Apo and PQR are playing.
Okay, let's watch that. Okay.
Another village list board.
Well, I guess I wouldn't be overly concerned about the no villages because I'm not sure, because there aren't really any terminals, although that does mean, like, the only terminal that I would want here is Otter and maybe Tracker. But I think, well, the Otter is kind of sad, but I think I can work without Tracker.
Yeah, like it makes some sense. Like maybe you open with one of the terminals, but and I don't see much reason to get two.
Yeah.
So sometimes players elect to skip Coven. To me, it looks like a board that I would probably get a Coven on. Although you could go straight for like Relic and Highway.
Yeah. Okay, so they are both taking some guides. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, I guess I can kind of see the Coven. But I guess the problem with
I don't think it makes much difference either way, whether you got one or skip it.
yeah,
I think that they're trying to draw a deck, and that's why they're gaining like a million guides that are probably going to sit on the mat. Wait, Apo said, "Oh God, wrong way." Oh no!
Yeah, I think
that means that he thought otter was something else.
Yeah, like maybe he thought it was like squirrel for village.
It's pretty unusual to see someone like oftentimes when someone makes a mistake, I think that was really curious. What was the reasoning behind that? It's unusual that they just say like, oh my God, that was a big mistake.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it looks like the highways are coming out.
There's one guide left. I guess so they're going pretty heavily on guides.
Yeah, I think the guides are mostly when you upgrade an estate, it's either silver or guide, and I don't think they want silver, so they just end up with a million guides.
Yeah, I guess they could also do cut purse, but that I kind of like even less than silver with all the guides around.
Yeah.
And now I guess that they're probably going to have to start going for silver. With the guides empty because.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. Yeah, so one important interaction here is that if you play a bunch of highways, you can upgrade into something that costs 1. So if you play 7 highways, you can upgrade anything into province.
Yeah, basically. Okay, the problem is it has to be exactly, so you kind of have to so you have to get good play order. So if you draw the upgrade with with your 8th highway, you can't then upgrade is just a single trash card.
Right. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. So piles are, a bit low. There's kind of nothing left to do because the highways and guides are gone. So this could be provinces?
Yeah, probably provinces, maybe a little money.
Could have minted here. Interesting.
Yeah, I would say. Okay, so they both take an attack.
If you don't play patch. Yeah.
Apo goes for Relic, PQR goes for Coven. I can see why they would want to do that.
I actually really don't. I'm not a big fan of Relic just because you have a million guides that are like the guides are essentially doing nothing. So it's pretty easy to get rid of the plus card token, but I guess it forces you to call like 2 guides, which is maybe it's probably okay.
Yeah, because they're just going to get they have enough guides that then they're going to play them again their next turn.
Yeah, guide definitely makes Relic less appealing, but it's probably better than nothing. Hard to say.
Yeah, but I probably have gone for Coven instead.
Ooh, interesting. The cut purse pile is low. We could see a cut purse pile out coming.
Yeah, the cut purse. I really don't understand why they're going for cut purses. Like, at this point, I'd say cut purses should be used as like a little lower piles, but with guide, they're just like terminal silver.
Yeah, I think cut purses hold the distinction of being the only 4 cost on the board. So if you want to upgrade something into a 5 or you upgrade a 3, like you just end up with a cut purse.
Yeah.
I don't think the text on cut purse is the text on silver is better than the text on cut purse for sure. So PQR is a bunch of highways.
So yes, I guess that will lower provinces down to 4. I guess Apo has a pretty major points lead here. So I'd say Apo just needs to province twice, and then we'll basically have it.
Yeah, if Apo can find a province, it's hard for, and he does. Like PQR needs province double duchy, which is pretty challenging on this board, or pretty challenging for these decks.
Yeah. Especially because, well, I guess you have tracker. So yeah.
Okay.
It wouldn't surprise me if PQR just resigns here with only 22 minutes left.
Ooh, this is close.
Oh wait, he can province double duchy here.
He buy limited, so.
Oh yeah. Oh wait.
Just double duchy with
that's a little depressing.
Within 1 point. Oh, and Apo in hand.
Okay, so.
All right, so a nice win for PQR.
Doesn't even matter for Apo.
PQR maybe has, with a win or 2, PQR has an outside shot of top 4.
Yeah.
5 points back from Sammy right now.
Yeah, so I guess it's... So I guess right now it's Mario at 27, Mick at 24, Titan Drake at 20, April at 16, Sam at 14, and then Matt Guardspan has 7, but it would be a pretty long shot, so I'd say. But there's some competition going on within the top 5.
Yeah, let's see. So so Apo and Swordfish Trombone are just starting.
Okay, yep. So
I feel like we've watched so much Apo, but
yeah.
But we've gotten a good mix of players.
Yeah. So. I'd say right now we should just April was
But,
in the top 5, which is what I'm only concerned about right now.
Yeah. So, April's fighting for a top 4 spot.
Yeah.
So I think this is good. So, yeah, villages, draw, magic lamp, looks fun. Let's see, so we got Stewart trashing.
Everything.
Shaka says double Stewart wins.
Yeah, I can kind of understand that.
I think there's definitely a lot of game to be played.
Yeah, I think Swordfish Trombone was pretty lucky to hit 5 on turn 4 and take a barge. I liked that.
And Swordfish Trombone gets like a trash and a magic lamp activation.
Yep, that is nice.
I cannot tell what language they're speaking in chat.
Neither do I.
Something European, maybe?
Yeah.
I'm going to use Google Translate. Is it Russian or something? High work, but generative. Oh, it's Greek, apparently? They're speaking Greek? Wow.
Wow.
A very international tournament.
Yep.
I wrote a book report on Greece once. That's my, or country report. That's my international contribution here.
Yep. Oh, and apparently April is a Greek prefix.
Interesting. Oh, that name makes sense now.
No.
Okay.
So I guess now it all makes sense.
The pieces of the puzzle all come together.
Yep. So I guess they.
So Swordfish Trombone is doing really well with these barges. Apo still has Magic Lamp, so after popping that, there will be there'll be a swing back to a nice deck.
Yeah.
But Swordfish Trombone is really doing nicely here.
So I'd say Apo is probably just trying to get rid of Magic Lamp right now. Okay, Steph sees a resignation.
Well, let's see. So April's at 11, and Sammy is currently at. Oh, okay. April's actually at 16, and Sammy's at 14, according to the most recent standings. So
yeah. Yeah.
So
the live standings say the same thing. So
yeah.
So I'm not sure. So I feel like April. So it really depends on what April is trying to do, because that would bring him down below Sammy.
Let's see. So according to Google Translate, April said, "I don't know if the frog is flashing with a lamp."
Okay.
So the way it works, so Way of the Frog changes the text of the card, but it doesn't actually change the name. So Magic Lamp So Magic Lamp will if you have a bunch of frogged actions in play, they count for Magic Lamp.
Yeah, so that's kind of nice. So I guess
Oh, that's really interesting.
yeah, I think Frog only even changes the art. It just executes a different text.
Yeah. So apparently ways like the card that you're playing still has the same text. It's still the same card. You just like execute the instructions on the way. It's interesting. It's funny because in the online client, as you know, like the art on the card switches to like a frog or a pig or something.
Yeah.
And it feels like a different card, but it's not.
Yeah. Well, I guess it makes sense since the client is trying to simulate the IRL version.
Yeah, I still remember when Enchantress came out, which was sort of the first effect that did that. Like Enchantress puts like pig art on a card, and like everyone was like so confused. They were like, why did this card get changed into a pig? It was like a really funny like week.
Yeah.
So back to the game, Swordfish Trombone still doing quite well. Oh, right. Enchantress didn't have the pig when it was released. So people were used to Enchantress not doing the pig.
Yeah.
And then people were confused by Enchantress. But then when the pig came out, like, I remember Ladder, like, everyone was like, my cards have pigs on them. Like, why is this? My cards have never had pigs on them before.
Okay. And April resigns.
So April probably needs has 13 minutes. That's probably one game that one must-win game.
Yeah, and Sam is back down to 11. So April is still technically in the top. So I guess Mario, Titan, Drake, and Mick, they're basically locked in. So now I guess this is kind of going to be a fight between April, Sammy, and Swordfish Trombone, and maybe Matt Guardspan for the fourth spot. So let's see. So it looks like Dan, you're muted, just so you know. So we'll see. I guess we'll just see who finds someone first between Apo and Swordfish Trombone. Okay, so it looks like on this board, so I guess they have. So I guess for trashing they can use Lookout and Bishop and Temple, and then I guess also Cathedral. So I guess here, their only villages will be City and Captain. But I think that this is okay. So Titan Drake doesn't like their split. So that's for sure.
Oh, sorry,
Yes,
I'm muted.
yes, Shakalaki, this is the quarantine cup.
Okay, so sorry, I had to go for a minute, and then I left myself muted for 2 minutes, and I was talking into the void.
Okay, so Titan Drake doesn't like the so Swordfish Trombone goes for a captain and a warehouse. It looks.
This one's really curious. Because before a city comes online, the only gaining is actually cursed gold. So I think you might hang on to the cursed gold just so you can gain curses for like bishop or temple or cathedral.
Yeah.
Steph says, I will take any split against someone skipping cathedral. All right.
Well then, I guess Titan Drake shouldn't be that jealous. Okay, so
one nice thing is that you can play your cursed gold for a bunch of curses, which then give you something to pitch to cathedral.
Yeah. Until the curses run out.
And when the curses run out, then city becomes a real card.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. I think there's a lot of ways this game could go based on cities. Like when do cities activate?
Like you just take curses. Yeah, I think. Yeah, and with all their cursed golds, I suspect that city will activate pretty soon. So Shakalaki thinks Cathedral is skippable here. Puka around.
That's an interesting idea.
Yeah.
Oh, Steph agrees. Okay. Yeah, because things are going to be game limited for a while, I think.
Yeah.
Do you actually? I know this is like the last thing I checked, but you could actually just buy provinces here.
Yeah.
And maybe bishop them.
Yeah, that actually. Yeah, just buy provinces and bishop them. That actually, it wouldn't be a bad idea.
Shakalaki, so many A's. Shakalaki says warehouse and cathedral is a great combo. Yeah.
Yeah, I can
get that hand size down so that or like, get rid of your junk card so you can't discard it to warehouse. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking like you have to take a gold at some point, right? Like, because okay, curses are going to run, and then cities become lost cities, but at 1 gain per turn, it doesn't look like any of the other piles are going.
Yeah.
So it would take 6 turns to empty captains. I guess you could and then bishop them and then go for cities, but I think that just bishoping provinces is better.
Yeah.
Steph says, "Are you sure you can't take all the cities?" Like, I'm down for trying.
Yeah.
I
don't see why not.
Like, it would take 8 turns, right?
Yeah, but
am I missing something? Is there? I get 1 gain per turn. Wouldn't it take 8 turns to empty cities?
Well, I guess if your opponent helps you a little, yeah, I guess I can see that.
And I'm assuming that the opponent is gonna like, wait, oh no, Titan Drake, where's Titan Drake's cursed gold? Oh no,
Oh,
oh no,
oh, he trashed it.
trashed it.
Yeah, there's a cursed gold in the trash.
Wait. So, is it just me, or is Titan Drake like totally Cathedral locked here? Because Titan Drake buys a card every turn and trashes a card to Cathedral.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna forget what Swordfish Trombone is doing. I'm just curious what Titan Drake does here.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Yeah. Well.
Like.
So.
I think. Wow. Okay. Maybe. Is Cathedral actually good here, or is it not good?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Well, I don't think it's good when you trash your cursed gold.
Yeah, I guess you run out of curses at some point too.
Yeah, that's a thing.
With the benefit of hindsight, I'm going to say that well, I'll just say this: Cathedral has not been good for Titan Drake, or is not good for Titan Drake right now.
Yeah, because now Titan Drake has a good deck and is stuck. And
like I think Lord Raddington would like crush Titan Drake right here. Like what can he do?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's 3 minutes to play, so they should definitely consider like.
Yeah, maybe they should just resign and try and play another game.
Yeah, like I think given the number of players, I'd want about 2 minutes. So probably in the next 60 seconds or so, if I'm Titan Drake, if I want to play another game, this is where I resign and play.
Oh, and Titan Drake is literally saying that I'm going to resign if there's an opponent, basically.
Oh, okay.
He's literally saying that in quarantine queue.
So let's see who's fighting. So looks like Swordfish. So Titan Drake's pretty safe. Titan Drake is safely in the top 3.
Yeah, so it looks like currently it's Mick at 29, Mario at 27, Titan Drake at 25. No, Titan Drake will be down to 22 once those results come in. Apo at 13, Sam at 11, 11-0, and Swordfish Trombone at 14. So I guess.
So Sammy and Swordfish just started. So I think that's a good one.
Yeah.
And this is nice because let me try and figure out. And Apo is playing Matt. Okay.
So
if Apo wins, Apo makes top 4 because they're at 13. If Apo loses, then the winner of this Sammy game makes actually.
Well, no. If Swordfish Trombone and Apo both win, then it's Swordfish Trombone.
Is Swordfish Trombone 1?
Yeah, Swordfish Trombone is at 14 and Apo is at 13.
Okay. So if Swordfish Trombone wins, they're definitely 4th. Okay.
Yes.
Cool. And this is nice because this means that we get to watch like a proper, like a full game. So research Catapult versus Sauna Silver. Sauna's the only village, so you're going to need them. Well, eventually, if you want a village, but maybe you could go minions. Yeah. I guess the two options for draw are either Sauna Avanto or a minion stack.
Yeah. So, Sammy, so he has a free, okay, so Sam takes another silver,
They both take Catapult, kind of interestingly.
well, I guess it's the only way to, well, I guess it's the only card that you can afford on an opening hand that will allow you to trash cards other than copper, or other than treasures. But I could kind of get behind that. But I'd say probably Seno Avanto is probably the move here.
Yeah, later on, Sauna Avanto is definitely really nice. Early on, you got Sauna, Catapult, Spice, Research.
Yeah, I think Mick is probably right about Tunnel. Yeah, Shakalaki. I don't really think the Tunnel is a good idea here.
I think early on you mostly want to get your deck under control, and Tunnel kind of like makes your deck run wild.
Yeah, and free attacks. Yeah, I think Mick has a good point there with the minions. Yeah, you still get attacked.
Yeah, like if I do play with Tunnel, it would mostly be like if I have my deck under control and I want to add golds.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it looks like Swordfish Trombone agrees with Shakalaki. And takes a Tunnel. Yeah, I don't think you need gold here. Okay.
Yeah, like the problem with gold in the minion deck is that minions discard it. So it's not immediately clear to me whether gold is better or worse than nothing in the minion deck. Although one crazy idea, and I'm not saying that this is good, is that you could play like minion Tunnel with gaining gold and then researching the golds to like set aside big like gold Tunnel minion hands.
Yeah.
I don't think that's good, but you can go for it.
Yeah. Okay, so it looks like we might have lost Dan again.
Oh, I'm here.
Okay,
Just
okay.
doing something.
Okay, no problem.
So it looks like they're going for Sauna Avanto, which
Yeah, that.
I think is like it's interesting to see the minion Sauna Avanto hybrid thing with
Yeah.
Tunnel.
That will be very interesting.
I think it kind of works. Like if your minions are just silvers of sorts.
Okay. Yeah. That that is definitely possible, Shakalaki. I am not totally sure.
So here for Swordfish Trombone, like this is the exact spot where I think Tunnel's like playable, where you have like Sauna and Avanto and you're overdrawing by like a bunch of cards, and you happen to have, you know, a bunch of minions in your deck for some reason.
Yeah. Okay.
Is Sammy gonna discard? This is like the scary moment with minion. Plus 2 coins. Okay.
Okay, so
I think
another result just came in, so unless there is with Apo, so Apo just lost, so it looks like our final four are going.
Actually, wait. No. If Swordfish Trombone loses, like Swordfish Trombone is at 14, and
yeah, so
Sammy
it's just
is at 8.
So I guess.
So I think it's winner of this game.
Yeah, so it's going. So I guess it's gonna be Mick, Mario, Titan Drake, and winner of this game. That makes sense. That is assuming neither Mick or Mario are playing. Well, I guess we know Mick isn't playing because he is there. Okay, so Mario can't participate in the finals apparently.
Oh, really?
Yeah, or at least that's what Titan Drake said. So that means Apo. It looks like. So wait.
It's fun.
So that means Swordfish Trombone is guaranteed a spot. It looks like, and then
and
then it will be either Apo or Sammy.
So if Sammy wins,
it's Sammy. Otherwise, it's Apo.
Yeah. I have to say I always love it when like you go through the standings and stuff, and then someone's like, hey, like I gotta run, and there's like a spot opens up. That's always fun.
Yeah.
Wow. So Apo. Wow. So Apo also wins the award for most games played at 10.
Yep.
Mick has 9, and A. Moffat also has 9. And A. Moffat wins the golf award as well.
Nice. Yep. It's nice to see someone other than me win that award.
All right. And A. Moffat has actually played 6 of the top 7 and played close to everyone, actually. It's actually hard to play too many games just because eventually you run out of people to play.
Yeah, this was only... Yep, this was only 14 players. So it looks like
So minions are gone.
yep.
Messengers come with a little bit of pile pressure, but not too much.
Yeah. I think right now they're probably going to want to start greeting here.
Okay, so Sammy takes a lake tunnel, which I think is
I can get behind that.
like when you have your deck under control. It's like this is like you can control the number of gold you take and stuff. So that's definitely like safe, or like that's definitely like a controllable tunnel. Kind of tough times for Sammy. Don't know. It looks like Sam might have lost the minion split and the Avanto split and the gold split. Okay, Titan Drake says this is for Q Cup.
Yep.
Tough buy for Sammy. Like you really either want dominate or to build, and there's nothing like, you know, minions would be good, Avantos would be good, but those are gone. Province is not super appealing.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool. Sammy took a gold and a messenger. But bought the messenger second to not distribute any cards.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see why you would want to do that.
Oh, Swordfish is going for that terrible like tunnel to gain gold and then research to set cards aside thing that I was talking about. Interesting. So they hit 5. Can they dominate? Turn.
Well,
They have not. Yeah. They should have a dominate next turn.
So I guess maybe like another. Like just
research tunnel. Nothing.
Yeah.
Messenger something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay. They go for messenger. Like I'd be curious to see what they distribute.
Like a greedy play could be like messenger tunnel. Okay. That's greedy, but
yeah.
Tactically, like I don't think Sam can gain 4 tunnels in a turn. So it gives Swordfish Trombone a bit of pile pressure. And Swordfish Trombone will very likely dominate with the research.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Very likely.
So Sammy hits 9. That's probably just a province.
Yeah.
It's super sad, but
yeah. And then I think Swordfish Trombone could probably just go for dominate and then like use messenger to pile down tunnel.
Yeah, actually I think Swordfish Trombone is actually like against just a province. Swordfish Trombone if Swordfish Trombone draws, they can pile out tunnel.
Okay.
Gaining 1 with altar, and then between messenger and then messenger 2 and buy the last one.
Yeah. Okay, so Swordfish.
Let's see if they dominate or win. I'm okay with like if Swordfish Trombone just wants to dominate here. Like, nope, they want to win. Okay. So that means that Swordfish Trombone is our number 3 seed. And Apo is number 4.
So the pairings will be Mick versus Apo and Titan Drake versus Swordfish Trombone. Wait, let me just write that down.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Wait, what did I say? Mick versus Apo.
Mick and Apo, Titan Drake and Swordfish.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Tight. Okay, so I guess.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if games have started. No, nothing has started yet.
Okay, Mick and Apo just started, it looks like.
All right. Golem.
Okay, so this looks like an interesting board. I guess they can get some draw with Cultist, which will also put some junk in their opponent's decks.
Yeah.
The only
Like the trashing here is pretty limited. Like either Watchtower as cards come in or trade upgrades things into silver.
Yeah.
Mick's not borrowing with Watchtower and which seems to indicate Watchtower on turn 3, but seems to indicate like mass Cultist.
Yeah. Okay, so they both start going for Cultists. That makes a lot of sense.
4-1 on Ruins for Mick.
Yeah.
4-2 now.
Yeah. So
5.
that will end up.
Ruin split is very important.
Yeah.
Obviously.
So
the transition out of Cultist is looking kind of interesting. Like you.
Yeah.
Wow, Mick goes for spices already.
Yeah, I feel like I can kind of see wanting to like just get Cultists. I guess you would probably, if you want to get a grand market, you need some sort of source of coins other than coppers.
Yeah.
But I think with trade, that shouldn't really be a problem.
So what did the Ruin split end up at? I'm gonna count in logs.
Okay. I think it's like 6-4, 7-3 or something. Something that favors Mick, I think.
Four in trash. Yeah, I don't know. I felt like it was maybe 6-4 Mick, but I'm not sure.
Yeah. So I'd say right now they're just taking a lot of trades to clear out their decks.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I think the simplest thing to do is just to like click on provinces.
Yeah.
Like, if you are ambitious, there is Silk Road. There is Silk Road. You could, I don't know, go Golem, Minstrel, Grand Market, buy a bunch of Silk Roads with a bunch of junk. Like, I'm not sure that's. I'd probably just go province, but
yeah.
Spices is also nice for evening out the coin draws. Hitting
Yeah.
it a couple times.
Yeah, it kind of surprises me that like neither of them are. So Mick is skipping Grand Market and going straight for Province.
I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like the deck, like 17 are out of supply, so like the decks are going to be fat. You like, I think you're only going to draw Grand Market once or twice. So. 10. Okay. Ooh, some interesting spices thing for Apo.
Okay. So I guess Mick is taking a bunch of provinces already.
Shanahan says the double spices is spicy play. All right.
So Apo takes a first province there. And the question is Mick going to like take another province?
I think Mick just keeps clicking on provinces.
Yeah.
Not sure what the decision point is. Like,
yeah. Like maybe he was trying to decide if he was going to use some coffers to take to pick up another spice, or
yeah, and like borrow adds decision points. Probably click on province. Yeah, I think I'd click on provinces, Mick. Like,
yeah.
you could also use borrow to exchange a card for a coin token. Spices is another option too.
Okay. And I guess.
And Apo is just out of options here.
Yeah. Because I guess. So Apo goes for duchies. Yeah, Mick is probably going to just click on province.
Yeah. Will Apo looks like it's farmland duchy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. There's a little bit of hope. Mick will probably duchy here. And then, because if you don't duchy, I'd be a little bit nervous about what is Stilk at? Yeah, probably too.
Yeah.
So Mick just wants to hit 8, not 7.
Okay, so Mick has a win. That was a fairly fast game. I guess now we'll find Titan Drake and Swordfish Trombone.
Oh wow, looks like sheepdog.
Yep. I guess they have Border Village there along with some nice draw sources, so it'll be interesting.
Shanahan says, "Welcome to the table. Here is the deck all at once." I had the same experience where Star Chart was triggering when I showed up to the table. So like I just had this pop-up menu with like Titan Drake's like 30 card deck.
Yeah.
Yeah, no idea what's going on here.
Yeah. I don't really know what's in their decks.
There's 4 gold out. Looks like they're starting to like play Leprechaun.
Yeah.
Got some villagers.
Yeah.
Leprechaun can gain the border villages, which triggers Sheepdog, which is kind of...
Yeah. That would be nice.
Oh, one of the players got a Forge. So Titan Drake is going Forge, and so far Swordfish has skipped Forge. So that's one of the big differences.
Yeah. I guess Swordfish Trombone also has a Swashbuckler, so... But I don't know if he plans to use the coffers or if he's going for the treasure chest. Probably treasure chest here with Storyteller around.
Yeah, and the second Swashbuckler really seems to indicate an interest in the treasure chest.
Yeah. I guess the treasure chest, it's kind of hard to get when you're drawing deck, but...
Yeah, like Groom can trigger it, or like you can get cards in the discard with like Groom and Leprechaun.
Yeah.
So it's
I'm not totally sure why. So, yeah, so it's...
So Titan Drake needs to decide whether he wants to groom an estate to try and save his turn.
Yeah.
He's had like 2 minutes to try and figure out what his bottom 2 cards are, so he's likely to know.
Okay, so it looks like he skips the estate, and... Okay, so... It looks like he's going for a border village.
Border village.
It takes another groom.
So this is the point where piles are starting to look a little bit low. So there's 5 border villages left. You know, like Leprechaun Wishes can hit border village, and like Storyteller Lackeys pair with the border villages. So next turn, probably next turn is greening time. This turn is greening, like elective greening.
Yeah.
Swordfish appears to have dudded, unless Smugglers for border village gaining lackeys. Nice.
Yeah.
Cheers. Gaining duchy. What?
Yeah, well, maybe he's trying to make like a comeback from his miserable, but not totally sure why.
Maybe he didn't see the lackeys, or maybe he saw the lackeys but thought he needed points. So Mick says that was so bad.
Yeah.
Steph says how bad. Truffle says pretty
bad.
good.
Apo says so. So it was bad.
And there's no messages left in chat. So I'm just gonna say Bad.
Okay. Yeah.
Dan and Rosie reading out loud.
The chat.
chat.
Now I guess we need to keep.
I am not.
No? Hi. LOL.
Some truffles.
Yep.
Dan smells. Oh, dude, I actually kind of do. My office is kind of humid, so I got these like crystals that like absorb moisture. And let me check the scent. It's called Damp Rid, and it smells like pure lemon, but it really smells like calcium chloride.
Mm-hmm.
So, toy boat. Got it. So coming back to the game, it looks like 3 games to end. Truffle suspects that Swordfish Trombone is going to dud again. Wait, are you the lead actor from Toy Boy? You mean?
In
All right, so Titan Drake. I think it's tough to win as Titan Drake. Let's check the wishes. There's a wish somewhere. I don't know which player has it.
Let's see if
I imagine. Yeah, I imagine that Titan Drake will need to. Well, Smugglers gains Border Village. That changes things.
Yeah. Okay. So, guess you play coppers for the. Yeah,
I'm not seeing an immediate win.
Yeah.
So the story, like pretty soon, the storyteller pile could turn into the duchy pile.
Yeah. I guess either one of them could just.
Oh, why are we not reading chat? So, Apo says, "I feel you forged the lackeys here." Mick says, "Yeah, but also the coppers."
Yeah.
Forging coppers does reduce dud chances quite a bit.
Yeah. I'd say Titan Drake should probably might want to just like province and try for a pile out with border villages and lakeys and some. Truffle said, "I think I'd forge 2 lakeys, that's 2 estates into province." Nina Ham says, "Province duchies lakeys, Folivaria, forge Lapier." Apo says, "Think you group of state first before." Do you want to trigger? Okay, yeah. So let's
try and figure out Swordfish Trombone's pilot situation. So Swordfish Trombone, like in like their max gains. So they Smugglers a Border Village, Lep to gain and play, Wish, Groom. They have at least 1 Groom, so they Groom a lackey. So that's 1. It's hard to calculate.
And Titan Drake doesn't even know what he's doing here, so.
Yeah.
Well,
the safest play is to score a bunch of points.
Yeah.
If you can calculate what the Swordfish Trombone's deck is kind of hard to play around.
Yeah.
because they're likely to dud.
Okay, so
Haunting. Wow, that's like an awesome boon because it lets you top deck a storyteller. Unless Titan Drake knows that the other cards in discard are bad.
Okay, so I guess so he grooms a silver. I guess now.
It's looking like double province.
Yeah. I can. Yeah, I can see a double province happening here. Okay, so he just goes to Border Village Duchy.
This is perplexing. So, okay. I guess Apo needs... Swordfish Trombone needs triple duchy, province, double lackeys. That's probably not doable.
Yeah. And so... I guess he needs... I guess it's probably just going to go for trying a province here. Well, he got into a hard spot.
And Swordfish Trombone shamefully buys the lackeys they passed up on last turn.
Yeah. So now the question is, can Titan Drake lackeys triple duchy?
Given a storyteller for 9, probably. Although Smugglers so storyteller gains Forge gains 1 duchy.
I guess you'd probably want to play the lackeys and see what you get here.
That's fine. Yeah, it needs a draw on for sure.
So I guess you can Border Village and then lackeys.
Yeah, you just kind of keep drawing.
Yeah. If you can...
I guess Swordfish Trombone has the wish, so... Probably no win for Titan Drake. Although something like double province would just be 29-7.
Yeah. So... unless he can find the third duchy, a way to get the third duchy, it will be hard.
And I don't think there is the way to get the third duchy would be to have a wish from Leprechaun.
Yeah.
The problem with smuggling duchy is that Swordfish didn't gain a duchy last turn.
Yeah, wait, what did... Yeah, no, he just gained a...
Does Groom do anything for you?
Well, all that Groom does is get you an estate.
Yeah, you could go for an estate. Wait, Okay, so it looks like Titan Drake ends up with single province state.
Yeah.
And a potential dud next turn, so we might get more digits.
Yeah, I don't think that estate was really necessary. I think it might just get in your way next turn.
Yeah, decisions like that are always really tricky because the estate doesn't matter much one way or the other, but a few extra points in exchange for clogging up a deck. But the points are definitely helpful. Clogging up the deck is obviously not nice. Is it worth it? I don't know.
So I guess Swordfish Trombone is probably just going to try and go for province here. Well, I guess even if Swordfish Trombone takes a province, Titan Drake would just need to double Storyteller, which is and win.
Yeah, if Swordfish Trombone gets 2 consecutive, like if Swordfish Trombone, like if Titan Drake duds and then Swordfish has a good turn, Swordfish might have a win. Probably has a win.
Yeah, but it would. Well, I guess it really will all depend on what Titan Drake draws with their border villages.
For sure. So this could be a double for Swordfish. That would give Titan Drake a narrow points lead.
Yep.
Best way to double. Clears out the copper, which makes sense.
Yeah.
So Swordfish is at least very likely to draw this turn.
Yeah. The only question is, and with that hand, I'm not.
Titan Drake duds. All right, we have a game.
Yeah. Let's see, because.
So Titan Drake can gain a Storyteller. I'm not sure it's a good idea.
Yeah.
Or gold.
Yeah, I'd say probably just a gold. Yeah, take a gold. I guess maybe a silver. It goes for a state. I can. Well, I guess that way. Well, so now Swordfish Trombone needs to triple duchy here.
Couple. Yeah, it's not immediately clear. Who has 2 grooms? Does anyone have 2 grooms? No, it's 101.
Okay.
Oh no! Dodge from Swordfish. Single province.
Yep. Yeah, so. Yeah, this is just going to be a single province, and then I guess we'll just see what
Yeah.
happens.
I'm not seeing any like immediate pilouts.
So I guess now Titan Drake needs to double Storyteller estate. Guess that's doable.
Yeah, that's a good point. Groom an estate, buy a Storyteller, forge a Storyteller.
Yeah, that's what you'd have to do.
Okay. So Titan Drake actually has, that's like a pretty easy win.
Yeah. Well, I guess
if Titan Drake can
keep
drawing.
Yeah, he just needs to. Well, I guess he has 3 more draw in hand, and so I guess it really all depends on what the top 3 cards of his deck are.
Yep. What?
He just goes for forge.
He's just doubling.
Yeah.
Wow.
I would
I guess.
have. I would have tried and gone for, tried to find a groom there.
Well, see, 12 points. So April needs province, double duchy. So this is like effectively winning, or
Yeah.
at least buys you a couple turns.
Yeah. So now Titan Drake just needs province here.
Yeah, even if Titan Drake just takes the duchy, like at 39 points, like it's very hard for Swordfish Trombone to like VP and supply could limit Swordfish Trombone if Titan Drake gains the duchy.
I didn't like that play order there. I probably would have gone for like a lackeys before storyteller, so that way he knew, so you know how much you need to spend with your storyteller. Okay, so
good game.
So now it's Titan Drake versus Mick. Mick is player 1. I believe if Swordfish Trombone leaves and then comes back as a spectator. Well, we'll see how they do it. Okay. Question is, does Titan Drake know the trick?
What's the trick? What
no! Wait! No, Ashimine. I believe Ashimine. You have to make the player order random and then not random again. Just have don't abandon the. Is Ashimine? Are you around? Can you set the? Okay, great. It's set. It's set, and then they abandoned the table. Okay, so they're at a new table now.
That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
They left, and then like 2 seconds later, Ashimine was like,
no. Ashimine, no. And Ashimine had said it before saying got it. Like, it's fun.
Ooh. We've got idle things.
Yeah.
Kind of like a low-powered board. Like there's no trashing and there's idle.
Yeah, that will. Yeah, because you can only trash actions here.
Oh, I remember. Yeah, Mick and Titan Drake played in the finals of the F.DS Championship forever ago.
Yeah. So I guess it's a rematch from 4 years ago.
This one's more important though.
Yeah.
Steph says, "Are we taking hireling?" Mick won the championship. So you definitely take idols and give out curses. And I guess hireling outpost is a thing.
Yeah.
But I think the question is, how much can you deviate from junking on a trashless board to go for hireling outpost?
Yeah. You'll definitely need to consider that.
I'd go for it. It's fun. It's cool. It's a nice deck.
Yeah.
They pair nicely. I think a question is like on your, if you hit 6, do you take idle or do you take hireling? That stuff.
Yeah, that definitely be a thing. Well, yeah. So Mick goes for silver.
Oh, Titan Drake has 5 too.
Yeah. So I guess.
Wait, how does Band of Misfits work with Mining Village? You don't get the 2 coins, do you?
I don't. Yeah, I don't
think so.
Yeah, I don't think you can.
No coins. Okay.
Yes.
What does Band of Misfits do then? Wait, Band of Misfits does nothing, right? Like it's just a mining village.
Yeah, if you play Band of Misfits as mining, yeah. It's just Band of Misfits is just a village. Okay.
Oh.
Yep.
That's I'm just gonna watch that. Titan
Yeah,
Drake says, can I do that? Nick says, yes. Is Titan Drake gonna say, oh, I can't get coins from that either? Yeah. Errata came out relatively recently, like within the past few months, that changes the way.
Yeah.
Old Band of Misfits actually used to become the death cart, so you could like you'd actually be sacrificing Band of Misfits, but that caused all sorts of issues. So now Band of Misfits just says play a non-command action card from supply, leaving it there.
Yeah. I think the Band of Misfits was not a good move. I would have gone idle there, for sure.
According to Titan Drake, well, now my opening is much more dumb. LOL.
Yeah. Like normally Titan Drake would have had the nice opening, but not anymore. But I think it was ruined.
Steph has a good point that they should be playing with the 2016 rules, given that was like their last major matchup.
Yep.
So 8 for Mick. Can't imagine it's province. There's Basilica too. Rogue Mining Village is cute. It's interesting that these non-idle hirelings are being purchased.
Yeah.
Whoa, province. Wow.
Yeah, Mech takes a province already.
It's actually an 8-point province because of Basilica.
Okay, I think. Oh, never mind. The Basilica is only when you buy a card. Otherwise, Okay, so Titan Drake takes the first curse. Okay, so Mick takes another.
Oh, Mick has 2 hirelings to play. I know that because I've been paying attention.
But Mick.
The double hireling explains how Mick is hitting, like 10.
Yeah. So.
Well, and as played, it doesn't look like curses are getting passed out. So Mick's position looks really nice. Could be outpost, could be duchy, could be gold.
Yeah. I think Titan Drake has taken 1 curse, but other than that, they haven't been used. So yeah, Mick is just.
Mick goes with the idol.
Yeah. I'd say Mick is probably just gonna go like.
I don't know. Like Outpost is a 5-card hand, kind of like, and like just given the state of the game, I can't imagine that like whatever card you buy, you'll only see once or twice.
Yeah.
Titan Drake is somehow caught up on points.
Yeah, I think Mick had a few, like 7 turns, and so Titan Drake was able to catch up that way.
Yeah, looks like all the good cards were in the bottom half.
Yeah. Because now Mick is going to send him another curse.
So that River's Gift is nice. Okay. So that was like a 14-coin hand, I think.
Yeah, so Mick just got an unlucky shuffle, I think.
this province should be really difficult to beat.
Yeah. No. Mick literally just needs a province to win.
And that's it. All right.
Yep.
So congrats to Mick,
Mick.
on winning the 15th Quarantine Cup. Thank you to Elemental Mario for freeing up a spot in the top 4 and having a really good run throughout.
Thank you to everyone who played for coming out here today. Thank you, Dan, for commentating with me.
Thank you for organizing.
You're welcome. Thanks for watching.